Now for In the News TV Daily, it's officially on between Megan Thee Stallion and 1501 Certified Entertainment. Now, according to the CEO for 1501, Carl Crawford, Megan Thee Stallion owes him $2 million and she needs to pay up instead of trying to finesse herself out of the contract. Now watch this video to find out how, according to 1501, they gave her money and she hasn't even broke even yet. Now they are saying that Megan Thee Stallion mother negotiated the record contract before she passed away. Now thanks for liking the video and subscribing if you're new. Now with the new comment section with YouTube, it lets me know who subscribed to my channel. So if you want your comment to be appreciated and a lot of people to see it, make sure you're subscribed because it pushes it to the top of the comment box.
I'm in the news with it.
Now thanks so much. Now let's get right into the news. Now to catch everyone up to speed, we have more information on the Megan Thee Stallion in the 1501 situation, and things are starting to get extra tricky. Now to catch everyone up to speed, just yesterday we reported that Megan Thee Stallion went to a social media live to speak to her fans and to explain the reason that she wasn't able to put out new music. Now the owner of the label to Megan Thee Stallion has officially spoken out, and they're saying that all of this is false. Now just a day ago, the Texas federal judge gave Megan Thee Stallion a temporary restraining order against the label that she is currently signed to, 1501 Certified Entertainment. Now to the public, the CEO of the label is the former Major League Baseball star Carl Crawford. Now the judge told the record label to quote unquote do nothing to prevent the release, distribution, and sale of Megan Thee Stallion's new records. Now they also instructed the label not to interfere with Megan Thee Stallion when it comes to her career on social media or through connections from her collaborations or associates, that they can't have any contact with Megan Thee Stallion. Now according to Billboard.com, Megan Thee Stallion is claiming that 1501 won't let her release any new music. Now in the paperwork, Megan Thee Stallion is requesting that the label void her 360 recording contract. Now Megan Thee Stallion is saying that her contract is a bad contract. Now according to Megan Thee Stallion, in the paperwork that she's filed, she admits that she only received $15,000 total from the label. Now even though she earned over 1 billion streams and she sold over 300,000 copies of track downloads, which equals $7 million in revenue. Now Megan Thee Stallion also explains that after she joined Roc Nation's management group last year, she claimed that she had issues on social media and she was at risk from people messaging her in her private messages and saying that they were going to do something to her. Now according to Megan Thee Stallion, the messages were from 1501 Certified Associates. Now this is according to Billboard.com. Now after Megan Thee Stallion spoke out about the situation she is currently going through, the whole situation pretty much went viral. So viral that the owner of 1501 Certified Entertainment spoke out during an exclusive interview with Billboard. Now Carl Crawford says the whole situation is a lie. He says that nothing is true of what she is saying. Now Crawford denied that he is being greedy and taking money from Megan Thee Stallion. Now Carl Crawford also says that he never tried to take anything from her, and the only thing that he did was give. Now Crawford says that ever since Megan Thee Stallion signed to Roc Nation in September, Megan Thee Stallion has been silent and refused to pay him or his company 1501 any money that Megan Thee Stallion has owed. Now according to Carl Crawford, this is the tactic used to avoid paying him for merchandise and live touring proceeds that's owed to him through the terms of their deal. Now they say that Megan Thee Stallion signed a 4-album deal when she signed that contract with 1501. Now in 2019, Megan Thee Stallion signed another distribution deal with 300 Entertainment. Now Carl Crawford says that her contract is a great contract for a first-timer. He also adds that it is a good deal because the contract gives part of her masters and 40% of royalties. Now he says that if you were to ask Jay-Z to pull out one of his artists' first contracts and compare it to what Megan Thee Stallion currently has, he says he guaranteed you won't be able to see the type of contract terms that Megan Thee Stallion was able to get from his label. Now Carl Crawford admits that when he first heard the news about Megan Thee Stallion accusing them of not releasing his music, he said he didn't believe it. Now he admits that Megan Thee Stallion is trying to get her label to strong arm him from his company. Now Carl Crawford says that Megan Thee Stallion is delusional and is letting the Hollywood bubble and her 8 million followers get to her head. Now he is simply saying that Megan Thee Stallion is lying. He says that Roc Nation is trying to pull the oldest trick in the industry by the conquer and dividing. Now he said this about Roc Nation. He says they come in, they find the smallest thing wrong with the problem because there weren't any problems before she left. He says that Megan Thee Stallion didn't want to negotiate. Now according to him, Megan Thee Stallion sent Suge Knight's old lawyers to come in like it was a stick up. Carl Crawford says that it's not a negotiation, but they were trying to do a robbery. Now he admits that the label is not trying to work with him. Instead, they're trying to cut him out of the contract so he doesn't get anything at all. Now he also admits that he didn't even draw up the contract for Megan Thee Stallion. He says that his business partner at the time by the name of T. Ferris ran his entire business. He says that he didn't have any knowledge of the whole business as far as the music industry, and he says that T. Ferris and Megan Thee Stallion's mother actually came up with the contract. Now speaking of the guy T. Ferris, Carl Crawford admits that Megan Thee Stallion was pretty much directly handled by T. Ferris and handled all of the business. Now out of the blue, T. Ferris and Megan Thee Stallion had a meeting with Jay-Z, and this is when Carl Crawford found out. Now he wanted to know if he was actually invited to the meeting, and they told him no, that it wasn't a serious meeting. They were just going to show Megan Thee Stallion around the offices. Now he says the next thing he knew, he felt like everyone in the industry was trying to steal Megan Thee Stallion from him. Now during the interview with Billboard, he addressed the $15,000 payment as well. Now he says as soon as they signed with the 300 Entertainment Company, he wrote Megan Thee Stallion a check for $50,000 and he signed the check directly to Megan Thee Stallion. Now Crawford said that he can show proof of that as well. He admits that he has all of his receipts, and he says that he gave her a $10,000 advance when he first signed her to his label. Now he gave the money to her mother. He doesn't know what happened to the money after that. Now he said that 300 Entertainment gave them a check for $200,000 when they first signed, and he gave her $50,000 of it. Now he admits that he didn't even have to give her that much because she was owed to him at the time. Now Carl Crawford says that he has over $500,000 worth of receipts that he can show, and he indeed helped Megan Thee Stallion out. Now Crawford admits that his label does get 60% of her earnings, but the deal was created by Megan Thee Stallion's mother and T. Ferris. Now he says that it indeed is a 360 deal in which he will get 30% of her touring, which is 70 to 30, but he keeps going back to saying that she gets 40% of her masters, which is very impressive for a new artist. Now Crawford says that Megan Thee Stallion got a great deal and that 1501 Certified Entertainment hasn't talked to Megan Thee Stallion since August, and Megan Thee Stallion still owes him money that he hasn't recouped. And he indeed says that Megan Thee Stallion owes him show money. He says that she owes him around $2 million in total. And he directly said this during the interview. He says, you're in the hole for $2 million and you can't just get out of this because you're with Roc Nation and they told you that you could. That's how it is. She is young and she doesn't know the business and how you're supposed to honor your contracts. They want to take advantage of me because I'm new to the business and I don't know anything. This is what Roc Nation does. They harp on the weak. Now Carl Crawford speaks in conclusion and he says that he guarantees that if he didn't have Jay Prince in his corner, now he wouldn't even be able to have this interview with Billboard. Now he says that Roc Nation would have been took his company and all of his hard work would have went down the drain. Let me know in the comments, since you have heard both sides with Megan Thee Stallion, since I did post that video yesterday, and now you heard CEO Carl Crawford 1501 Entertainment statement, kind of comparing and contrasting, and we're finding out what's going on. Tell me, what do you think in the comments below? Who is right and who is wrong in the situation? Leave your comments below. Now, if you are subscribed, you're more likely for your comments to go to the top of the video so a lot of people can see it. So make sure you're subscribed with the new YouTube's update. Now, you can, if you don't have a YouTube, you can text me CARTER Carter to the number 833-641-0046 if you want to be updated on the viral news. That way you don't miss anything. Now, I am in the news with it. I will catch you in the next one. And make sure to watch my 3 previous videos about Megan Thee Stallion. I have a video when she signed to Roc Nation. I include all the details on what happened when she signed back in September. And also the video I dropped Monday, which is Megan Thee Stallion's side. That way you can compare and contrast and put everything together. Here are the actual links at the end of the video so you don't have to look for them. These are the videos I'm talking about right here.
I know everything that was in that contract. So when I got with Roc Nation, I got management, real management. I got real lawyers. They was like, do you know that this is in your contract?